All right, what's going on, guys? I'm back. Sir Charles and Teeny Weenie. I don't know if you guys are still here. All right. Okay, that took a little longer than I expected. Geez, I have so much more stuff to get to write up, but I can wait till later, I guess. Anyway, I think we got about 40 minutes until EA kicks off their press conference. But in the meantime, I'm going to quickly go over everything that was announced during the Microsoft press conference, and I guess what I would want to see with EA. Probably not too much because, I'm not a huge sports gamer, so I'd much rather just play sports in real life. But, that's their thing. But there is Mirror's Edge, so I'll get to that in a little bit. But first, let's just start out with Microsoft's press conference. Pretty good. Oh my god, I really need to turn down my volume. Let's see if I can fix because the whole popping thing, P's are blowing out my ears. I think if I can if I can cut the low end. I don't know if that's decent. What about this? Oh, that's my panning. Okay. I think that's a little bit better, but we'll see. Maybe I'll turn it up just a little bit more. Alright, well, you guys are going to have to let me know how the audio sounds. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay, so Microsoft's press conference was pretty good all around. There were some things that weren't announced, unfortunately, that I'm kind of disappointed we didn't see. Those two things are mainly Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We didn't get to see anything, no gameplay, no campaign, no nothing. They could have at least showed us the campaign. Someone tweeted out on Twitter that the official world reveal for Black Ops 3 will be coming tomorrow for the multiplayer. But if it's just multiplayer, they could have at least shown some campaign gameplay in there. During the Microsoft press conference, but I have a feeling. I have a small little feeling that if they do show campaign gameplay, it's going to be during Sony's press conference. The reason why this is, I have a feeling that Sony is going to be the ones pushing Call of Duty this time around. I know the PlayStation 4 is doing a lot better than the Xbox One now. It's a little bit different from the past when Xbox 360 was always, for the most part, always doing better for than PlayStation 3, and so Activision and all the other COD developers, whatever, they really kind of just flocked towards the 360 for exclusive content, and just the 360 was basically the home console for Call of Duty, for the Call of Duty franchise. But it is possible that they are switching things up this generation. It is very, very, very possible. That might be why we didn't see it. I'm trying to remember in past years if they normally showed off Call of Duty during Sony's press conference, and I don't think they usually do that. From what I remember, I think they mention it that it's coming because it does release on other platforms, PlayStation platforms, and PC. But I don't think they really spent too much time in the past talking about Call of Duty on the PlayStation hardware. But you never know. Things could possibly change this year. We'll have to see later on this afternoon. But Anyway, while we're on the topic of Microsoft, though, let's get back on course. So they started out with Halo 5. Pretty awesome. I called it. Like, Halo 5 was the first thing we saw. They did kind of fill in on the story a little bit, so looks like we will be able to play as both Master Chief and Agent Locke. Agent Locke just seems like a straight-up jerk right now. I don't know why he's wants to kill Master Chief. I don't know what this is all about. Like, the hate between the two has not really been distinguished yet. I don't really understand where that comes from. That's kind of what I was hoping they'd elaborate on when they showcase Halo 5, but nothing too much about that. But we know that we can play as Agent Locke, which is pretty cool. For some reason, I have a feeling they're gonna, like, if they don't kill each other, they're gonna end up teaming up. Because we know there's gonna be more Halo games, but I have a feeling they're just gonna, if he doesn't die, that Agent Locke, that is, I feel like they're just gonna end up teaming up at the end of the game to fight some bigger force or something like that. We do know what the Guardian is now, so that Phoenix-like figure thing, I guess that's a ship. We weren't really sure what that was called, but it is a Guardian, that's what it's called. So apparently there's either going to be multiple of these things, or it's just it's just one, and it seems like the game is focused around that for some reason. Don't really know what exactly it does, like, or what it's for, other than that it flies and it seems to be a ship because Master Chief was on it. So far, Halo 5 is just looking pretty good. So far it looks a lot like Halo 4, but I mean, what do you expect? It's still 343. I personally thought they were going to overhaul, like, the game, like, completely and make it completely different, but so far it's looking a lot like Halo 4, which I'm fine with. Halo 4 was a pretty nice looking game. So thirsty. But yeah, multiplayer is really where my main concern lies. As long as they get the multiplayer right, I'll pretty much Trudigon's like PC Master Race. I'll pretty much be satisfied as long as they get the multiplayer right. And it seems like Microsoft today, like, the theme 24-player multiplayer seems to be the theme for Microsoft's press conference. Like, they announced 24-player multiplayer for Forza 6, Halo with Warzone. That's the big team deathmatch, I guess. And did they say something about that for Gears? I don't remember. I feel like they did. I feel like they announced something 24-player multiplayer for Gears Ultimate Edition, but I don't really remember. But, like, what's up with the whole 20? I don't know. Apparently that's the new thing, is just 24 players battling it out. But yeah, that's going to be a thing. The campaign for Halo 5 is also seemingly built around co-op play, which is pretty cool, so friends can jump in, jump out. Always nice to see games still including co-op. I don't really do that myself, but geez, the last time I played co-op, like, fully through a game was, I'm trying to remember what game. Well, besides Destiny. Destiny doesn't count. You need people to play that game. Before, I don't even know. I want to say maybe Halo 3. I do remember playing Halo 3 through the campaign with a lot of friends, but other than that, I don't really play co-op that often. But yeah, that's basically all they really touched on. The game looks like it's going to be pretty good. I can't wait. October 27th, so it's not like we have to wait till like December or November to get this game. So it's coming out pretty early in the fall. So yeah, Halo 5. Glad that it's coming so soon. All right, so man, they touched on they announced a lot of stuff, but I'm probably just gonna go over all the big titles. Let's see. Does he have a huge delay? It's like 30 seconds. It's usually no longer than 30 seconds on Twitch. I can there's an option, there's a setting I could turn on that can cut the delay, but it'll make it so like less people can tune in because you need like really good internet for some reason. I don't know why, but the stream will start buffering for a lot of people. I can't even turn up my bitrate past 3000, otherwise the stream will buffer for people. So anyway, the next game they talked about was Forza 6. That's on my predictions list. Let's see what actually came in order. So let's see. Okay, so they went on and talked about the Xbox One updates. Fortunately, no Windows 10 update. They didn't really discuss anything about that, but they did announce that backwards compatibility was coming to the Xbox One. Cool. I really didn't know this was a big requested feature. I had no idea. Like, I had no clue. He's like, "What are the most requested features of all time?" I'm like, what? I had no idea. But yeah, apparently it is backwards compatibility. I really didn't even think about that. I didn't really care too much until they just announced it. That I'm like, oh, I can play Street Fighter on the Xbox One now. Sick. Like, I don't have to like go back and buy a 360 if I ever want to play Street Fighter again, because the Xbox 360 version is the best version. So that's pretty awesome. What other games were on the 360 that I really like playing? I don't think I have any up on the wall, so I can't like look. It's just Halo 4 that's up there. But I'm pretty sure I can, like, I don't know, go on GameStop.com or something, or Amazon, just like find games that I love playing on 360, and then whenever this comes out, I can pick them up. I do read the chat. I just have like notes open on one. I'm on my laptop, so I don't have two screens, except for like I'm not using those. But yeah, backwards compatibility is coming holiday 2015. At first, I thought they were saying, "Oh, the update is available now." I was like freaking out. I was like, "Wait, what?" But no, holiday 2015. That's fine and all. Like I was saying before, it doesn't really matter if they announce this if the OS is still crappy, because okay, so if the OS coding is really scrambled and it's really all messed up because of all the features they once had in and then taken out, compiling all these other new features in is just going to screw things up even more if things aren't fixed in advance. So either they're going to have to do some major patch pushing before this backwards compatibility update comes out, or they're going to just have to release a new UI before, or new OS before then. Probably the new OS should be out by then, since they did announce that Windows 10 is coming out this July, so next month. But they didn't really say whether or not when it's going to hit the Xbox One, or the Xbox One Windows 10 update is. But apparently I just got done reading the last patch that came out for the Xbox One was prepping it for a big future update. So I'm guessing that is the Windows 10 update, but I still want to see it in action. Like, I don't think they'll just release it randomly one day, like, "Oh, here you go, brand new OS, have fun, get used to it." But I'm pretty sure they need to show it off ahead of time, but they just didn't do it during this press conference. I was kind of disappointed about that. But so yeah, backwards compatibility, that's a thing. The next thing they announced was probably, now I keep forgetting about this was a pretty small announcement, but I got really hype over this, the Xbox Elite controller. So this thing basically, like, scuffs don't even need to exist anymore. Scuffs are absolutely pointless, and scuffs, like, if you guys don't know what scuffs are, they're basically those controllers that, like, you get your controller modded, and, like, you kind of get, like, a new shell on it, and it allows for, like, extreme button customization and stuff like that. And it's really a popular thing for first-person shooter Xbox One users, or Xbox 360 users, too. Its main market is really, like, their market is really aimed towards the Xbox players. But with this controller, like, we might not even need scuffs anymore. You have the ability to swap your buttons out. We have additional buttons in the back. Like, this thing was so cool. Like, I'm seriously worried for scuffs. Like, I'm seriously worried that they're just gonna go out of business after this. And I don't know. It seems really freaking awesome. So we have swappable parts. The thing is just highly customizable. They've got extra buttons to better your precision in your gameplay and stuff like that. So it's just pretty much everything that scuffs do. So yeah, I mean, to get your controller modded, like, to have a scuff on it, it costs like about $200. It's really expensive. Yeah, but they didn't announce. I don't think they announced the price for the Xbox Elite controller. They just said it was coming holiday this year. So yeah, that'll definitely be nice to use alongside Black Ops 3 and Halo 5 and Gears. I will definitely have to pick one of those up. My only concern with it is that it's wireless. Wired controllers are usually better, but I think pretty much everyone plays or wired controllers are usually better. I'm pretty sure everybody pretty much plays with wireless controllers now on Xbox 360. I know for, like, a lot of competitive shooters offline, wired controllers used to be the standard. Like, you used to have to use wired, but I'm pretty sure everyone just uses wireless now, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But hopefully we do have the option to like hook it up USB wise, hook it into the Xbox One, because they said wireless, like as if that's a huge deal. Like every controller is wireless now, so I'm not sure if they meant absolutely everything is wireless, or if it'll have wired capabilities at all. I don't know. But yeah, holiday 2015 for that. So pretty hype about that. Let's see what else on the list we have. Oh man. Okay. By the way, Sir Charles Jurdagon, who came in, I know him. I don't know how he found this, by the way. I have no idea how he found this stream. I didn't even link him to it. Yeah, I didn't even link him to the stream. That's weird. I don't know how he found it. Let's see. All right. So, I mean, they touched on Fallout 4. We already went over that yesterday. But they did announce that PC mods are going to be able to be transferred from the PC to the Xbox One. I don't know how huge of a deal Fallout mods are on the PC. I really don't know. But since this is a new game and all, it seems like it'll be a pretty big deal, at least at launch. People wanted to mod stuff like crazy. So I guess that's pretty cool. Then EA came out and talked about EA Access. I'm not even going to get into that now. It just seems like a subscription-based client service where you have all access to like EA games that have recently released. You can play them whatever you want. It's like an on-demand streaming service from the sounds of it. We'll probably hear them like brag and rant on about that during their press conference, which starts in about 30 minutes. So I'm not even going to get into that now, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Plants vs. Zombies 2, Garden Warfare 2, blah, don't really care. Spring 2016, you guys already know Plants vs. Zombies. By the way, Sir Charles, I need you to get that. I need you to get that. Make that a GIF. I don't know how to make GIFs, but I really want you to do it for me. Like, it was of that, I don't know, it was of that orange or something, and it came flying by, and it took off its sunglasses, and it winked, and it just kept flying. That needs to be, I'm going to make that the follower icon thing for all of my channels. That's what it's gonna be. But I need to get that from that trailer first. If I have to do it myself, I will, but I don't have time to do it right now. But yeah, I really want that. Okay, so Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, Spring 2016, that comes out. We got a lot of Spring 2016 titles. Yeah, then they went on to talk about Forza 6. I already went over that, didn't I? Could have sworn I did. Did I talk about Forza? I don't think I talked about Forza. Okay, so Forza 6, it looks like they're fixing everything that was wrong with 5. So we're getting over 400 brand new cars for everybody to race with. We're getting a ton of new tracks. And it seems like that was the problem with Forza 5, is that there weren't too many tracks for people to play on. Apparently people were getting sick of playing the same tracks over and over again. But I would think they would have at least like 12 for you to play. I mean, it can't be that bad. Like, you get tired of tracks in Mario Kart so fast. But whatever. So the game is going to run at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Now we're starting to see Xbox One games run at full 1080p, 60 frames per second. And everybody was saying it's not possible. It's possible. It's nice that they're actually confirming titles that are able to do that. So I don't know if this has anything to do with the DirectX 12 update that the Xbox One is soon to get, because that was supposed to come out in the fall. I don't know if that's going to, like, if that's helping boost the resolution and the frames, but in the frame rate, but we're getting it for most of the new titles that are coming out are going to be full 1080p 60 frames per second, so people can't really use that as an excuse to like not buy an Xbox One anymore. But yeah, Forza 6 24-player multiplayer, and it's releasing September 15th. Yep, the release date was leaked out like a month ago for like September 20 something. I think that was the rumored release date, but yeah, it is coming in September, so pretty soon. It seems like we're getting a new Forza title every year, so that's no surprise. We did get a snippet of Dark Souls 3, so Dark Souls 3 is definitely coming. Oh, that was another thing I need to write up, but we didn't get any news for it, just like a small teaser trailer, and it's coming out early 2016. So all you Dark Souls and Demon Souls fans, oh my god, people are going to be flipping out. People are flipping out already. I know everybody is excited about Dark Souls. Alright. What is next on the list? So, Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not going to go into that too much because that's going to be what Ubisoft is going to focus on a lot. during their press conference, which is after EA's. So I'm not even going to go into that, but we do have a release date for October 13th. Another big fall release date. Let's see. Which of the others? Oh man, I don't even know where like everything starts on here. But yeah, along with Rainbow Six Siege, so I guess we're getting Rainbow Six Las Vegas and Rainbow Six Las Vegas 2 bundled in. I'm guessing it'll come with a brochure for you to download the games digitally, and then they will be available to download in this holiday season, because they did say holiday release for those games to be downloaded. That's probably because the whole backwards compatibility thing comes out this holiday, so yeah, that would make sense. But they talked about a new game, a new IP, gigantic. Basically a Windows 10 and an Xbox One MOBA. That's basically what it is, a MOBA. That reminded me of Smite. You get your own like giant like minion thingies, and like you just go around fighting each other in arena style like battle gameplay. Nothing too unique. Just everyone wants to make a MOBA nowadays. That's fine. Then we got a few indie title previews, Tacona and Ashen. Both of which look pretty cool. Apparently, Tacona is going to be exclusive on Xbox One until sometime next year. So it's launching on Xbox One first, I think, and then it's coming to other platforms. I would think it's coming to PC at least. I don't know if they said anything about PlayStation 4. We probably won't hear about that until Sony's press conference later on this evening. Then it looks like Microsoft is releasing a new they announced a Xbox One preview program, kind of like what EA is doing with EA Access, but here you can, Xbox One game preview is what it's called. Looks like we can just preview games or try them before we buy them. I know the titles that they listed was The Lone Dark Sheltered, Elite Danger, and DayZ. The only title I'm familiar with in this list is DayZ, so don't really care too much about this. I don't know. You can do everything. You could pretty much stream everything now, so we're probably going to see a lot of services like this. A lot of try before you buy services, or a lot of on-demand player stream on-demand specific game services. So no surprise that they announced something like this. Not really shocking. Ion, I completely forgot what that was all about. I'm pretty sure that was another indie title, but I don't remember which one it was. They showed so many indie titles at the end there, like I've completely lost track with all of them. Let's see. Let's get to some of the good stuff that they announced. Okay, so as we come towards the end of this list, they showcased Rise of the Tomb Raider, which looks absolutely epic. This is a sequel to Tomb Raider. Basically, these are still all prequels of the Lara Croft Tomb Raider games we've known from like the last 5 years. Or more than 5 years, from like the last 10 years or so. These are different. These are basically all prequels to this game. These are like when Lara Croft was like first getting started on her whole dungeon crawling thing. This is her rising and like finding out who she is and what she's meant to do and stuff like that. So basically, this is a sequel to the first game, like from where it all originated, from Tomb Raider. So this is gonna kind of be her actually adventuring like on purpose, not getting stuck on some deserted island by accident, but this is actually all of her doing this time around. I don't know what she's looking for. It seems like she's looking for some sort of tomb with treasure and crap like that. I gotta admit though, the trailer that we saw last year for it was a lot better than what we saw today. Like, even though today was technically live gameplay, I was kind of hoping for a trailer that was a little bit better. Yeah, but we did get a release date, November 10th, 2015. The game still looks awesome nonetheless. I'm not going to miss out. I can't miss out on this. I didn't play Tomb Raider. I was lazy and went to go watch all the cutscenes on YouTube for it. Didn't really like the story for it. Like, just stupid. Like, it's just too much like her rolling around and like almost dying and stuff. This looks a little bit better because the story seems to have like an actual good plot. So I will definitely want to pick this up, and this is we'll probably see and hear more about this tomorrow, since this title is being developed by Square Enix. So during the Square Enix press conference tomorrow, we will probably hear a lot more about that. But yeah, November 10th this year. So another big fall release. We've got a ton of fall releases so far today. This year is gonna be packed. Oh my god, everybody, you better start getting 3-4 jobs to afford all these games. All right. Then they announced Rare Replay. Basically, a lot of the most popular Rare games all bundled into one disc. Or maybe you could probably buy it digitally too. So just wow, I would just buy the disc to be very honest, because that would be one huge download. So yeah, you get all your favorite Rare classes, Rare classics, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, hopefully Banjo-Tooie as well, Conker's Bad Fur Day, all that good stuff. So all that Battletoads, all that's going to be bundled into one game. So you go back and, nostalgia and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I would buy that because you can just, there's emulators and ROMs now. It's not that big of a deal. Rare, yeah, we love the old games. We would much rather have you make a brand new game, which they are, and that's Sea of Thieves. I don't really know how I feel about this right now. It looks like it's going to be like an MMO style pirate game. That's what it looks like. You spend a lot of time on a ship and fighting other pirate ships. I saw cannonballs flying and everything. I was like, dude, life of a pirate. They really didn't show much besides that. Just living the sea life. And, Sea of Thieves, that just sounds like that has pirate written all over it. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be MMO style. So, that sounds pretty cool. Pretty open world based. I guess we'll see how that turns out. To be very honest, I would have rather them just make a sequel of Banjo-Kazooie. I think everybody just wants that. Everybody wants a Banjo-Kazooie game again. That would just be the best thing ever. How's this too short? Let me look at this. That's perfect, dude. That's absolutely perfect. Oh my god, I could watch that over and over. That's absolutely perfect, man. Okay, so do I just if I want to use that, do I have to download it, or is that the URL I can just use to insert it into what's this thing called? Twitch alerts. Do I just use that link? That's perfect. Oh my god. You're too good. You're too good. That is absolutely perfect. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you actually got it. I thought that was the dumbest thing ever too. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, dude. Oh, you see, I'm on my Twitter. I'm on my personal Twitter feed right now, and I'm already seeing a ton of Call of Duty FPS players freak out over this new Xbox controller. Scuffs are done. Not sure how to use it. I might be able to just use it that way. I'm not really sure. I'll have to test it out. I will test it out in a second here. But oh my god, we have 10 minutes until EA kicks off. About 10 minutes. So yeah, let me briefly go over everything else that they talked about. Okay, so we have Fable Legends. They did announce this last year. I think they announced it 2 years ago. I don't really remember. I think it was last year. So Fable Legends, Windows 10, Xbox One exclusive, as expected. It's free to play and it's crossplay compatible. Crossplay compatibility is there. You have that option. Hopefully we get more of that with further titles coming out on the Xbox One and Windows 10. Hopefully we'll be able to play with Windows 10 players. That seems to be what Microsoft is aiming for. Any games that they're developing that go on PC is going to utilize the same Xbox Live system. So that's pretty freaking awesome, because I know games for Windows is done. That's finished. And I guess the whole Windows 10 is going to be their new thing, I think. So it would make sense. It would be really cool if we get the cross-play compatibility back for a lot of their newer titles. So I am totally down with that. Then they told us, I guess, Valve is working with them on the Oculus Rift. I don't get what the difference is between the Oculus Rift and the Microsoft HoloLens. Is the Oculus Rift just Valve-based, or I don't really know. They didn't show the Oculus Rift in action. I don't think they could have. But they did show the Microsoft HoloLens. This thing was pretty cool. Forget the games, all right? Just forget Minecraft. Forget using the thing with games. I want to use that to scroll through my internet feed, to like talk to people and call people and like read the news, like all that futuristic stuff you see in movies and stuff like that. That's what I want to use it for. Forget the games. Like, no, like, how are you ever gonna like make fast inputs or anything that you need to do via a hologram? It's not gonna work that way. I will much rather stick to my keyboard and mouse, thank you very much, or my controller. But when scrolling the internet and stuff like that, I would love to like be able to walk around the house, or like just like get on a bus or something and just like, I don't know, you can carry like a blank book or a blank sheet of paper or something, and you can have the thing. That would be so cool if you could just have the thing project on that blank book or blank sheet of paper and just scroll through it. Like, you don't have to have a tablet or anything. That would be so awesome, and that's what I want from this. Like, hopefully we see more about this in the future. I think, I have no idea when this will release, but I think they said something about 2016. I'm not sure what in specific, but I personally feel like 2016 would be too soon for this. I honestly don't think these things will be done until like 2017, maybe 2018. I just feel like 2016 would be a bit too soon, and I actually want this to work. Like, usually these type of things pop up like once every generation. These sort of things pop up, or they seem to pop up, like, and people all want to try them. Like, okay, last generation was about the whole like movement controls and stuff like that. What was the generation before in the GameCube? We had, in the GameCube era, PS2 era, Xbox Xbox 360 era. Oh, it's all the same era. Or Xbox era. We had what? I think we were being introduced to like accessories and stuff. Yeah, we were being introduced to like accessories that you can use with games. That was like the new thing back then. I'm trying to think of a few examples. We had Guitar Hero came out on PS2, so that was probably a big thing. Then we had the wheels for like racing games, and then Nintendo had like the bongos for that Donkey Kong game. I'm pretty sure Microsoft had the same thing with the steering wheels and stuff like that. Then for like N64 and PlayStation, and I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure we had some of the similar stuff. So like now it's just like, it's like HoloLens and like holographics and virtual reality, which they've tried several times in the past, but it seems like it was too early for its time. But hopefully they get it right this time, but I honestly think we're just not there yet. I think these are going to flop pretty hard, like, especially if they're like, I don't know, I just feel like they're not going to do very well. But I hope they do, but I honestly just feel like it's a little bit too early and people are just a little too hesitant to move on. I think we should really just focus on making our handheld devices as powerful as possible, and then move on to like holograms and stuff like that. But that's just me. But I would love it if this actually worked out. I'm actually gonna follow this as much as possible, because this is like, when I saw that I was like, dude, this is so cool. Okay, so the last two things that were basically touched on: Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is the remastering of Gears of War 1, coming out August 2015, full 1080p, 50 frames per second. Why is it so hard to say? 50 frames. What is a frame? Someone please tell me what a frame is. 60 frames per second. That is really, I'm just going to say 60 FPS. 1080p 60 FPS. It's gonna have, so another game, maxed out resolution basically. Well, I mean, it's not 4K, but you know, it's running 60 frames per second, 1080p, what we really wanted on Xbox One. So happy it's got that. It's gonna have updated multiplayer and features. Be able to use, you know, characters from past games, as well as new multiplayer game modes. King of the Hill, as I mentioned earlier. What was the other one? Nasher mode or something like that? I don't really remember. But yeah, and then dedicated servers, which is pretty freaking awesome. So, and they announced a beta, which is open now. Well, sign up is open now, but it starts today. So, if you guys want to get into that, you're gonna have to check that out. I don't know if that's only accessible via Xbox Live, or if you can sign up for it over the internet, or on the PC as well, like over the internet, not like play the game on the PC, but. You know, I don't really know if that's, if that's exclusive. Like, you actually have to get on your Xbox One to sign up. Not really sure. But yeah, glad that's coming August this year. So I'm really hyped for that. That can definitely tide me over until Gears of War 4, which is looking to be it looks exactly like, it doesn't really look that next gen at all. It looks exactly like Gears of War 3. It looks like it's running on the exact same engine. Everything looks exactly the same, just different characters and different monsters. So I was hoping for it to be like something really mind-blowing, but it's really not. It's just Gears of War, just with a 4 on it and new characters. So that's coming holiday 2016. Not sure why they need to wait that long. I guess this is really, really, really early in development. But I'm definitely happy that they're taking that route instead of like continuing the story from Gears of War 3, which is over now. I guess we can pretty much officially confirm that that story is done. So yeah, I'm happy that there's going to be brand new characters, and brand new monsters, all that kind of stuff. Different stories, separate from the Gears of War trilogy. So glad that's coming. So that's what they closed out on. They did mention that a handful of titles that they did not talk about today, they will be talking about during Gamescom. So they will be at Gamescom. I think Gamescom takes place in August. It's either August or it's next month. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it's August. I'm going to look that up right now, actually. Let's see. Gamescom 2015. Gamescom, August 5th to 9th. Okay, so it is in August. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of stuff is going to be announced at Gamescom, which probably means I'll have to do another live show for Gamescom. I wouldn't mind doing that. The only thing is, usually it's not as long, and like there's not as many announcements, but I could do a day one thing or something like that. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, so we'll be hearing more about Crackdown 3, more specifically during Gamescom. That was one of the big titles I was really hoping to see during their E3 press conference, but I guess they're holding it off till later. They just don't have enough time to like talk about everything. And you know what? August, that sounds like a really reasonable time for them to showcase. No, actually, I lied. Because if Windows 10 comes out next month, that's a little too late for them to showcase Windows 10 on Xbox One. But I guess we'll probably... I mean, I guess they'll launch on PC first, then Xbox One. That would make more sense. So I guess it would make sense if they save the whole Windows 10 preview on Xbox One until August. That would work, I guess. As long as because I was thinking it was going to come out in the fall. So, I mean, as long as it's here by fall before all these awesome titles come out, as long as their OS is all clean and, like, everything works, I'm happy. I'm more than happy. The Xbox One will immediately become my next-gen console of choice if they get everything worked out. Like, no doubt, I would drop the PS4 just like that. But anyway, yeah, that pretty much does it for Microsoft's E3 press conference. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I think a lot of people are happy with Microsoft now. I think a lot of people are ready to jump on the Xbox One. So yeah, that pretty much does it for them. So we're just going to transition right into EA's press conference, which is kicking off in 3 minutes. So there's really not much for me to say about EA's press conference. Who was covering theirs? Jonah was covering theirs, I think. He said he was covering some of it, so I won't have to do too many write-ups, but I will jot down what I can. I know he said he can do some of theirs. I'm going to see if Ben can do Ubisoft, and I can just make sure Sony, Nintendo, Square, or more specifically Sony, Nintendo, and the PC press conference are all good to go. So yeah, I won't have to worry too much about their press conference then. But yeah, so we're just gonna jump into EA's press conference. Should be kicking off any second. I'm gonna get their page open now. So yeah. Dang, Sony's getting ready, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna see if Ben can cover. I will jot down notes from this one though, just to help out. So, all right. Okay. All right, so Mirror's Edge hype. That's really all I really wanted to touch on as far as EA pre-discussions go. Just mainly just Mirror's Edge 2 hype. That's really the only thing I can mention and be somewhat excited about. They're a sports company mainly, so there's not much for me to freak out about there. Do they not have a Twitch stream? Jesus, there's so many people doing E3 shows. I'm so glad I switched to being under. Oh my god, there are so many streams. I'm so happy I switched to being under gaming talk shows. Yeah, everyone's doing E3 shows now this year. It's crazy. Alright. I don't know. They don't have their stream up yet. So I'm going to have to find them on Twitter. 60 seconds. Watch it here. Okay. Oh, I guess it's on their website. Oh, no, they do have a Twitch channel. Alright, they're starting right now. So let's jump into this, guys. I'm going to dim the lights. Sir Charles, I'm going to see if I can get that thing to work. I'm going to have to save that. I'm just going to post it in Skype. Like, I'm going to send it to you, but you don't mind me. I just need to save it somewhere since I'm on my Mac. I'll have to open up Skype on my PC. Down a little bit. Alright, we're starting, so let me dim the lights. Alright, what we got? The crap.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day.
Oh, what's this?
Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of the night cows he saw plowing through the ragged sky.
It's like people are freaking out. Oh, Mass Effect. Okay. I didn't know EA made Mass Effect. See, this is how much I know. Andromeda. Holiday 2016. So many Holiday 2016 titles, dude.
Mass Effect Andromeda from our storytellers at BioWare.
I'm stupid.
Welcome everyone to our show here at Shrine Expo Hall in Los Angeles. Thanks to those of you watching on our live stream, and thanks to our audience here with us today. We're joined by players from our community, journalists from around the world, and our colleagues and partners from our great industry. This year, we're also excited to be hosting more than 300 high school and university students from across Greater Los Angeles.
I think it's safe to say that E3 was pretty much open to the public this year. So many people just got in without having to do anything.
And entertain you with what you see here today.
I picked the wrong year. Should like not register for E3. What's wrong with me?
Games you'll be able to play either this year or next. Play. Let's talk about that for just a moment. It's a simple idea. We think the world is a better place when we all make time to play. For us at EA, our passion for play is what inspires us to get up in the morning. It's what focuses us. We live to play, and it drives us to do our very best to create the next amazing experience, to immerse you in new worlds, to imagine new characters that will draw on your emotions, to transport you into adventures that capture your imagination. Play is our shared passion. It's what connects us with all of you. So here we go. We've got more than a dozen new experiences to share, and here's a little taste. Over the next few minutes, you'll see 3 original IPs, including one that I promise is unlike anything you're expecting. Later, we have a special guest, a living legend from the world of sport. And how about Mirror's Edge? Faith is back, and we have the exclusive first look. And of course, Star Wars. It's the year... It's the year of Star Wars here at EA with games for console, PC, and mobile. We have
Here is
news on each of them
20XX.
today, including, of course, our grand finale, Star Wars Battlefront.
Did they just mention everything they're going to
I'll
talk
leave you
about?
with a couple of final thoughts.
Jesus.
Putting players first continues to be our focus at Electronic Arts. It's a commitment that inspires everything that you're going to see here today. More games to play brought to life by our talented teams pioneering new ideas with cutting-edge new technology. More ways to play driven by what we learn each day through our conversations with you. Thank you. You make us better. No, thank you. Let's get into the action. As someone who loves cars, I can tell you this next game is...
No, what the crap did I just do? Oh my freaking god. What did I do? Close out the stream by accident. I was screwing around. God hell. Jesus. Yes, I want to watch their event. What kind of dumb question is that? Christ. Okay. Need for Speed.
For some, style is all that matters. Others
They make Need for Speed right. Okay, this is better. Just go on this page.
will crave the thrill of the chase. Some only ride with their crew, but all do it for the reputation. How you drive, it's up to you. How will they remember you?
See, I was never a huge Need for Speed freak. I can see where the hype comes from, though.
Inspired by some of the most beloved games in the series, from the customization of Underground to the world of Carbon, from the narrative style of Most Wanted to the innovation and visuals of Rivals. We are bringing 20 years of history together for the definitive Need for Speed experience. So, welcome to Ventura Bay, home to 5 real-world icons who are the heroes of today's car culture. Build reputation and earn their respect on your journey to become the ultimate icon. From dusk to dawn, discover a rich open-world environment that's roughly twice the size of Rivals and drive the sweeping hillside roads to the police-infested urban districts with tight city corners. You can explore it, race it, and own it. The visual leap forward, thanks to Frostbite's physically based rendering, will make you question whether it's real or in-game, from the realistic world to the iconic cars. But how do you make it your own? By delivering the richest customization ever seen in a Need for Speed game. Your ride is built with the hottest authentic aftermarket brands, performance tuning, and personalized car handling. This is the customization our fans have been asking for. And when you're behind the wheel, we're bringing you a new kind of narrative that will pull you through your experience. Built around our icons are 5 action-packed overlapping stories where every choice, every second, every minute propels your progression across 5 ways to play. First, we have speed. Fully focused on top speed and maximum adrenaline. Next is style. Sliding, jumping, dancing your car across the fully open world in a cloud of smoke. Build, the never-ending search for your perfection in how your car looks, sounds, and drives. Crew, blasting through the streets with your friends inches away from wiping each other out. And finally, outlaw, the thrill of the chase and the chaos that brings. All combined to create that perfect Need for Speed moment. Driving insanely fast, sliding through a corner in your customized ride alongside your friends while being chased by cops. You specialize or you switch between them to become the ultimate icon. And when you do, you'll earn the respect and the recognition you deserve. Coming November 3rd, this is the new Need for Speed.
Hey, yo. I saw Nakasan work a build once. It took him 4 hours just to fit one wide body.
So these
flare.
guys in this trailer already sound like potheads.
An unartistic mind grows bored with perfection.
Yep, they're potheads.
Every panel was a single brushstroke. It was a masterpiece.
Precisely why I'm worried he'll never come.
Don't worry. He'll come.
It's too bad I know nothing about car parts. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I'd be like freaking out right now because this looks pretty cool.
Yo, guys, some big names in town. Let's get out there and get noticed.
Manu just asked to meet up.
Ultimate Shred, man. Seriously, this is gonna be off the hook.
But no one says off the hook anymore. So it's definitely not off the hook.
Made it! Awesome! Get in here.
The whole game! So what are we waiting for?
Pull over.
We're gonna get locked in!
Max it! Nothing to lose! We're done, yo. Get up and run.
Pretty sure I saw Hardy's logo, but I'm not really sure.
Give it up! Dude, epic run. Everybody's talking about you. Consider yourself noticed. We'll be in touch.
What? not all about getting noticed, guys. Never forget.
Star Wars The Old Republic offers RPG gamers the chance to step into the center of their own Star Wars saga.
Get noticed. I should add that to my
So if you love
notes.
Star Wars and want a deep experience, then start playing now and get ready, because something new is on the way. Our fans have told us exactly what they want in the future. More story. BioWare-style story, with a player-driven arc where choices matter. And we've been listening. Today, I'm proud to announce that we are taking Star Wars The Old Republic back to the roots of BioWare-style storytelling with the release of our new expansion, Knights of the Fallen Empire. This is your story, your way, and it's coming October 27, 2015. Knights of the Fallen Empire puts you in the center of the battle against a dangerous new enemy faction. You will choose your path. You will join or betray companions old and new, and you will make choices that will shape the fate of the entire galaxy, as well as your own. The expansion will deliver on the hallmarks of what makes a great BioWare game. New worlds to explore, new companions to recruit, and a dynamic story that players will be able to shape based on the choices they make. And in appreciation of our players' support over the years, Knights of the Fallen Empire will be free to all of our subscribers. I'll leave you with a first look at the story of Knights of the Fallen Empire.
How does that make any sense? We'll be free to all of our subscribers. Herp derp. Of course. So you have to pay for it. God, dude, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, I think I know what they mean. You get the expansion for free. You don't have to buy the expansion if you're already subbed. Okay, whatever. Was that Darth Maul's sister?
That's a massive new expansion from BioWare, and the first Star Wars game we will show you today. Star Wars Battlefront comes a little later, but there's a lot more to get to first. Across EA Studios, we are all creators.
I don't care about Battlefront.
It's a role we
I don't even
take
care
very
about Star
seriously
Wars.
to imagine, build, and deliver the experiences that will inspire and amaze all of you as players. For us, players first take on a very special meaning. It all starts with gameplay. Whether it's a blockbuster franchise or something entirely fresh and new, it all comes back to how well it actually plays. But it's not just up to us. We need your input as well. We're listening to you, your feedback every day. We're hosting more community members in our studios, bringing you in to meet with our development teams. This year we'll hold more betas and playtests that get you into the games before launch. We want your feedback to help shape the experiences that we create. The direct conversation we have with you is where we can come together as players and game makers. The shared passion we have for play drives creativity in all our games, including the next two original IPs we're about to show you. The first one is unlike anything else you'll see here today. A year ago, I went to see this group called Coldwood in northern Sweden. The moment I saw the game they're making, I knew we had to bring it to all of you. It's an experience that is emotional and deeply creative, centered on a tiny character with a huge heart. This is Unravel.
Sir Charles, I'm just wondering if you're still watching this. Just because I know you said you have work at 4, so... Well, more specifically, are you watching the EA stream? Unravel seems really emotional to me. Look how them yarns were just tugged. Sucks. Alright,
Hello everyone. My name is Martin Salin, and that is Yarny, and I'm going to tell you all about that in a moment, but let me first just say that it feels so great to be here on this stage. I'm just so happy to finally be here and get to show you all this game that we made, this little thing called Unravel. I'm the creative director at Coldwood. We're a little studio made up of 14 people from Umeå in northern Sweden. And I think that games are really powerful things. They have the ability to grab you and move you in a way that few other art forms can. And that gives us as game makers a certain responsibility, I think. We should try to do more than to just entertain. And Unravel was created in that spirit. It was born out of the need to make something more personal, something with a heart. It's a puzzle platformer where you play as a little character made of yarn, which unravels as you move. And the yarn, it represents love and the bonds that we make. And it unravels because that's what happens when we're separated from what we love. In this game, you are the red thread that runs through someone's life, trying to tie all their missing pieces back together. Now, I made most of this design while I was on a camping trip with my family, way out in the countryside. I was so full of ideas, but I didn't have a lot of tools to work with out there, so I figured I could just kind of like act out the gameplay. And that's how Yarny came to be. And I actually brought him with me. Hi! No. I created this little doll with some old metal wire that I found and some yarn that I managed to borrow, and then I just I wandered around in the woods. I was putting yarn in different situations and snapping pictures and figuring out fun ways that you could use your yarn.
That's really cute.
And I wanted the whole game to feel just like that too. Like it's an exploration, it's a quest where you have to be clever and creative to find the proper
Little
path.
Big Planet knockoff.
And the game is centered on Yarny. This little character was on a big journey and accomplishing big things despite being so small. The gameplay is all physics-based. You have to find the way forward and overcome all these obstacles that you'll come across. And those problems can have simple solutions, like using your yarn to swing across a gap, or sometimes things might get more complex. So when you look back at that tangled and winding weave of yarn left behind you, you have to stop and wonder how you ever got there. It's kind of like life. I mean, I certainly didn't see myself standing here today back when I was playing with Yarny out in the woods 2 summers ago. But here I am, and I am really, really glad that I finally get to share this game with you all. Unravel... Thank you. Unravel means a lot to us at Coldwood. We put our hearts into this, and we hope that when you play it, you will feel that. So, thank you, and enjoy.
This is gonna be such a popular game, dude. Dang, he almost got mashed by a car. watch streams anymore. Apparently my internet can't handle it right now. Really? You should just try resetting your router. Usually that works for me. If my internet slows down, I just reset my router. I had to do that all the time when I was on CenturyLink.
You can't take zombies anywhere. Go big, go crazy,
Plants
have
vs.
fun.
Zombies is freaking hilarious, dude.
This is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
No, I don't want to talk about this.
When we released Garden Warfare in 2014, it quickly became a runaway hit. From people like me who play the game with their kids, to the most competitive of gamers. Over 6 million players fell in love with this shooter that doesn't
Really?
take itself
Is it really
too seriously.
that popular?
Now, in Garden Warfare 2, Dr. Zomboss, the evil genius leader of the zombies, has finally discovered a way to turn the tide of battle and take suburbia from the plants. We put you in an all-new world where for the first time in franchise history, the plants are on the attack. Now, joining you in this new world are 6 crazy new character classes from the past, the present, and the future. Each armed with outrageous weapons and abilities that will introduce a new strategic layer of depth to your battles. Now, here to give you your very first look with a live gameplay demo, producer Kyle Duncan, creative director Justin Weeb, and members of the Garden Warfare 2 development team. Guys?
Garden Warfare, Modern Warfare, I see what you did there.
Hello, and welcome to Z-Tech Industries. Today we're getting our first look at a brand new map, Zomboss Factory, built by Dr. Zomboss as part of his ongoing war effort to create Zomburbia. Today is not going to be an ordinary day. To defend the factory. We're going to live gameplay of our new 4-player zombie co-op mode, Graveyard Ops. Our first new class is the Imp. The Imp is the smallest, fastest, and possibly craziest zombie in the game. Here's Super Brains, the zombie's all-new melee class. This is Captain Deadbeard, the zombies' first sniper class. Looks like the imp is going to need something just a little bit bigger. Awesome teamwork, everyone. It's time to evacuate. Let's get out of here. Eject! Eject! Great job, zombies.
That's
Awesome
funny.
job, guys.
I think that should be a show.
How fun does that look? So Graveyard Ops, our zombie co-op mode we just saw, was our #1 most fan-requested feature. Now a close second was the ability to play the game single player. Now in Garden Warfare 2, you can play multiplayer with or against your friends. And for the very first time, we are introducing a unique solo play experience, where you can play every single game mode by yourself against AI, or with the help of a friend via local split screen. This, combined with other surprises, will offer a new twist in how you experience this universe. Now, your feedback has played a major role in the development of Garden Warfare 2. So as a thank you, we're giving all players of the original Garden Warfare the ability to transfer almost all of their unlocked characters directly into Garden Warfare 2 right from launch. We think this is an awesome way to kickstart this all-new adventure with your favorite plants and zombies. Now, Garden Warfare 2 will launch in spring 2016, but this is just the beginning. We feel that if you invest your time in our game, that we should invest in you with free content updates. We will continue to deliver free content updates long after launch to ensure that Zomburbia stays action-packed. Now, we're working really, really hard to make sure that the world of Garden Warfare is crazy, hilarious, and most of all, fun to play. We thank you for all of the input you've given us, and we cannot wait for you to get your hands on this all-new Plants vs. Zombies game. So thank you, and I'll see you in Zomburbia.
Team play needs to be re-examined during this haul. Their team defense has not been very good, and they're not generating any offense.
Gentlemen, the way we're playing out there, that isn't gonna cut it. Not in this league. Not in any league. All that matters is what we do with these next 20 minutes. So ask yourself, what makes a team great? Is it talent?
Bounce back, boys. Bounce back.
Or is it teamwork? Is it doing whatever it takes to win? Not for yourself, but for the man next to you.
Yeah! Come on, boys!
That's what separates us from them. Winners from losers. It's been a long, hard season, but here we are. One more shot. Play the next 20 minutes for each other and leave the ice as champions.
More sports games.
Team is at the heart of hockey, and this year it's at the heart of NHL 16. And nowhere is that more true than in our all-new EA Sports Hockey League, for the ultimate in team competition. This year we spent more time listening and working with fans than ever before, and that feedback is helping us create innovation throughout NHL 16. Today I'd like to talk about great things happening across EA Sports, so let's keep going with that theme of innovation. On July the 14th, Rory McIlroy PGA Tour launches as the first EA Sports game built using our Frostbite engine, opening up the golf experience. With the ability to stream full courses, players will truly be able to play the ball as it lies, no matter where it lands.
I'm here. Okay.
Plus, no load times between holes shaves up to 15 minutes off your round. We've got stunning real-world courses and epic fantasy experiences. I mean, look at that. Very cool. This is golf without limits. Now, EA Sports Ultimate Team is where you build, manage, and play with your personal dream team. It connects our games to the heartbeat of sport throughout the season and beyond.
No, not none
We're
of
constantly
this.
feeding Ultimate Teams with new content, so every time you jump in, it feels fresh. In fact, this year we delivered double the new content to Ultimate Teams than last season. Ultimate Teams are the most popular way to play across all of EA Sports, and we're committed to ensuring a safe and secure play environment. So no matter your sport, Ultimate Team will be fun and fair for everyone. And we want you to get the most out of your game.
Talk about
so
FIFA,
this year,
that'll
we're going to
excite
make
me.
you a better player. If you're new to
Oh,
EA
that was
Sports,
loud.
we want to get you in the game. If you're a veteran player, we want to take your skills to the next
Report
level.
from E3 all
New
week.
modes in
We're
FIFA
gonna
and
have
NHL
tons of
give you
fun.
contextual
We're gonna
feedback
see
on how to
some
make
new
better
video
crosses
games
or how to snipe that
Maybe even
perfect
play
wrist
some
shot.
new video games.
And
To see
here,
all this
in
cool
Madden
stuff,
NFL,
make sure to
we've
tune
got
in
training
and subscribe
right in the
to
game.
Play Nintendo YouTube.
There's even on-screen help to get you the skills and game knowledge to get right in.
What a freaking kid.
So, let's move on to our next big game. Here is NBA Live executive producer Sean O'Brien.
Thank you, sir. Basketball is a game of self-expression. NBA superstars constantly amaze me with their flair, both on and off the court. Now check out that outfit. And you know what? NBA Live 16 is rooted in self-expression. This comes to life in both how you look and how you play, so that your entire in-game journey is all about you. And it's made possible through a feature set requested by basketball video game players because we make it a priority to listen to you. And what you see today is a direct result of that. It starts with self-expression off the court, with a brand new app that features our exclusive GameFace HD scanning tech. And I want to show you just how easy to use and how good you're going to look in game. Now we've got our NBA Live community manager, the Hoop God, here to help you. Come on up here, Hoop God. Where are you? There you are. All right.
What's up? How are you doing, man?
All right.
I see LA's been good to you.
Oh, really?
Light work.
All right. All right, Hoop God. So let's show them how to do this.
Here you go. Here's the app. I'll hold your hat for you. Pause right there. So you can see he's trying to fill his face in this circle right there.
This dude's so freaking
Pressing
nervous.
the camera gut. That's right. Slowly to the right, back to the middle, and now to the left. And that's it. So what's happening right now, the app is actually generating a scan. It takes about 5 seconds. And it's going to generate a preview for us. Oh, it's ready. Here we go. Let's take a look.
Damn, that looks just like me.
There we go.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You're going to fix the ball spot, though, right?
Oh, yeah, we'll take care of that in game. Don't worry about it. We got you. NBA Live 16 hits the streets September 29th. And this app will be available before the game launches.
So, get ready to get yourself fresh, people just like me, the Hoop God.
All right, Hoop God, thanks for your help.
All right, man.
Get out of here.
Oh my God, it's so freaking cheesy.
So in just a few minutes, the HD scan brings you to life in the game just like the NBA stars. Hoop God scanned himself last week so we can all see what he looks like in-game. Pretty hot. If you've ever wanted to be in a video game, trust me, Game Face HD is the easiest and best way to get it done. And you'll only find it in NBA Live. Now, once you're in game, you'll be able to express yourself any way you choose. As you progress, you'll use global XP earned from across the entire game to up your swag and improve your skill set. Now let's take a look at self-expression on the court. We are laser focused on giving you unparalleled control and best-in-class animation fidelity. First, we spent 2 years building a physics-based player movement system called Live Motion. Now, using an innovative approach to motion capture, we've literally created thousands of new animations. And paired with runtime physics, this results in contextual, free-flowing movement, like what you'd expect to see on the basketball court. Now, this dynamic nature of live motion keeps you in control of your player's movement. You won't feel like you're stuck in a scripted animation. This will truly free your game. Second, completely rebuilt passing and catching systems will allow you to distribute the ball exactly when and where you want with touch passing and dribble handoffs. This gives you never seen before options to move the ball around the perimeter. Next, let's take a look at the pick and roll. It's the bread and butter of today's NBA. And in these situations, NBA Live 16 gives you the type of control you've been asking for. Screen and rescreen. Choose whether the screener rolls, pops, or slips. Now you can choose how you defend it by showing, trapping the ball, or even switching. Finally, our players have also told us that they want more control when shooting the basketball. We've created a new shot system that gives you full control to release the ball when you want. So the longer you actually hold the button press, the later you'll release, giving you complete control of your shot in situations all over the court. We've never had this level of gameplay control before. So for those of you at E3, please come by and check it out. You really have to feel it to know just how much these new controls change the game. And later this summer, we're going to be revealing a new game mode. And let's just say we're committed to delivering a reliable and stable place to play basketball online with your friends. It's time to rise together. Now let's take a look at our trailer featuring footage captured entirely from in-game. Thank you.
I always hope they're going to announce Street Ball Volume 4, but they never will.
West up. This one is for the trunk. Wake up the neighborhood when the dump. Rather is ride bass and easy rock and punk. Like my old Reeboks. If you pop, I punk. Meaning I rock nothing and no one can stop me. What I do, stop and stuff. Why not? I'm young. Probably see more Versace than pocket pun words. Migos, I move words by the kilo heard. I used to move birds with my amigos. Turn it up, nigga. Bang it out the truck now. Turn the volume up. Bang it out the truck now. Turn the volume up. Bang it out the truck now. Turn the volume up. Bang it out the truck now. I'm about to turn it up.
That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Let's run this back.
That might be the closest thing we'll ever get to Street Ball Volume 4.
Good afternoon. Let's talk about mobile. It's
Ooh,
the
it's
single
you.
biggest gaming platform in the world. The
No.
sheer appetite for mobile games is staggering. Last year, we downloaded our games more than 750 million times across our consumers. That's 2 million times a day. in more than 235 countries and territories. Most impressive, this year, players have already logged more than 400,000 years of gameplay. And we're always making our games more exciting. With Need for Speed No Limits, we're pushing smartphones and tablets further than ever. We're also inspired by new devices. FIFA 15 Ultimate Team mobile players are obsessed with building squads, so we made it easy for them to manage their auctions right from their Apple Watch. We're delivering the amazing franchises you love most, from Madden to The Simpsons Tapped Out. But that's not all. I'm excited to announce that later this year, we're bringing you a brand new CCG role-playing game, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We believe this is the Star Wars game mobile players have been waiting for, loaded with characters you know and love. From the prequels and classic trilogies to the Clone Wars and more, it's a massive game that spans the entire Star Wars universe. You can collect, battle, and dominate with your favorite Star Wars characters and ships. And finally, let's welcome Mike Rasmussen to show you a little bit of Minions Paradise.
Nice.
Thank you.
Few characters in the world are as delightfully flawed and truly original as the Minions. I mean, seriously, who has not dreamed of having an army of these little guys? Well, through an unprecedented creative partnership with Illumination Entertainment, we're bringing that fantasy to life. Minions Paradise is a builder game that introduces you to Phil, a sweet yet subversive minion who's exclusive to the game.
Hide your bananas! The Minions are on the vacation of their lives. And what fun! There's Charlie and his balloon animals.
I'm not even
Barry
gonna
and his
write down
famous
any of this.
Doritos. Ken and his delicious cakes. Ah, and Phil. He usually ruins everything. Hey, Phil, maybe you can keep to yourself here. Do some harmless sunbathing. Oh no, Phil! Oh, Phil, look what you've done. Your buddies are furious that you've ruined their awesome vacation. You better do something quick. I think you'll need to do a little more than that.
All right, let's take a look at the game. Hi, Phil. First things first, what paradise would be complete without a tiki lounge?
No thanks.
And Phil loves his tiki lounge. Check it out, Phil. Now, the tiki lounge becomes a focal point for the game, where you'll get quests and check in on Phil and his progress. Maybe this will help him win over his pals. Well, here come Phil's buddies, but they're still angry. Phil better act quick, so he gets the party started with some coconut drinks. But now he's out of coconuts. Hey, Phil, send your buddies out for more. What could go wrong, right? Well, with the Minions, pretty much anything can go wrong. We always want you to be surprised and delighted by the trouble.
No, don't buffer. I'm just watching
The Minions get into. And we worked hand in hand with Illumination to create these unexpected moments that make this world come to life. I love that. You combine items in the island to create things that every minion needs, like throwing stars or swamp gas grenades. And you'll explore the island to find new activities to keep your minion's vacation going, like this water slide. Or fishing, which quickly goes haywire when an alligator snaps the bait and suddenly you're water skiing. We give you a blank canvas to create your own Minions Paradise, and we can't wait for you to play this later this year. With endless surprises and chances to play with your minions, this is a vacation you'll never forget. And that's Minions Paradise. Thank you.
The king of football, Pelé. Certainly head and shoulders above any other striker. For me, the best player ever.
Football is in my heart, in my feet, in my body, in my soul. It has power like no other sport. It lifts an entire nation. It has the power to take our breaths away, to make us laugh, cry, and rejoice. I've scored over 1,000 goals. The only player to win 3 World Cups. Voted Player of the Century. My legacy? To be the man that creates more moments of beauty than anybody else. Will my beauty ever be matched? We will see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest football player of all time, Pelé.
Everything okay? My pleasure.
So is he like actually the greatest football player in the world?
Can you believe it? So I've got a really sore face. We've been spending a bit of time chatting and my face has been grinning too much. Anyway, we wanted to get you here because you've got some amazing stories to tell. And you told me one earlier today about when you went to New York and how you coined the phrase, the beautiful game. Would you share it with everyone here?
No, first of all, thank you for the beautiful welcome. That is the family of the sport, the family of football. Thank you. When we started to promote the soccer in the United States, I come upon New York Cosmos. And then we used to practice with the giant stage, the American football there. And then some players say, oh, this is a beautiful game. I say, no, the beautiful game, the jogo bonito, is soccer. Soccer is the jogo bonito. American football. Then I say, American football is too much bumpy, too much stronger. Soccer is more intelligent. I started to tease my friends from New York. Then that's the reason we say the jogo bonito become the beautiful game. It's a beautiful.
So I wanted everyone to hear that story because for me it's an amazing tale about how that phrase kind of came about to represent football or soccer. And we really wanted to kind of take that idea of the expression and flair from the game of football and put it into FIFA, which is what the team have been working on this year. But the other thing I really wanted to ask you about is when you think about those moments, those beautiful moments in the game of football, and think about recent matches, what do you think of? What thing springs to mind?
No, first of all, we have to be very careful when you see the game, when you was in the game.
Yeah.
Because when you stay in the game, as I have my 25 years there, lot of emotion, lot of things happen, I think I told you about I score a lot of goal bicycle. It's a beautiful bicycle kick, It's when you dribble 1, 2. But the most difficult goals who I scored in my life was the penalty kick.
Yeah, you said that.
You remember? I'm going to tell for the youngest. When I scored 1,000 goals, was a big party, whole Brazil waited. I thought, okay, oh God, maybe I'm going to go by head, go by bicycle, beautiful goal. Then it was a penalty kick. But it was more difficult moment in my life because I put the ball in a mark. Then I start, oh my God, I cannot miss. I cannot miss. It was a penalty kick, but it was more difficult for me. So I think this is what the game brings to you, because it's no different moment, you know.
Awesome. I mean, again, just that idea of depending on the situation or the circumstance, the fact that's what makes it beautiful. It can be a single moment, or it could be everything strung together.
Depending on the moment. For example, I have in my career, I have a lot of moments. You know. For example, my first World Cup, I was with 16 years old to 17. You know, in Brazil, you know, play, you know, in Sweden. And it was everything new for us. You know, even when we traveled to Sweden, you know, when I get there, my first traveling outside of Brazil, 16 years old, I went there. The girls from Sweden, to the blonde girl, she started to put them on my hair. I didn't understand well. You know, my older players, because we have interpreted. It was the different, you know, emotions, because it was completely different. Fortunately, Brazil won the World Cup. You know,
dudes are so salty they brought this guy on.
It was a different moment, you know.
Amazing. So I think we could probably sit here forever. You talk about beautiful moments. This is a really beautiful moment for me personally. Thank you so much for coming here. I'm sure everyone is amazed by this. Thank you.
Keep the ball rolling.
What a legend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you guys don't understand, like, people who are actually into football, this is like a huge thing for them. Like, they would love to see this guy. That's why everybody stood up.
That was kind of unbelievable. But, you know, we do have to actually get on and start to talk about the beautiful game in FIFA 16. Because gameplay's always been the soul of FIFA. This year, obviously, we want to innovate across the entire pitch. We have tons of innovations in our gameplay this year, but we also want to help you compete at a higher level and also give you new ways to play. And each of these massive pillars within the game has been built with the millions of FIFA fans out there in mind. So let's get to the pitch and see the most balanced FIFA yet. When playing the game, you want confidence in defense. You want to be able to defend with purpose and backbone. So in FIFA 16, all new defensive agility gives you the mobility you need to track skilled players, especially when they're on the break. And teams really win when they defend as a unit. So this year, you'll have better defensive shape on the pitch to help break down attacks and counter-attack when you win the ball. And in the middle of the pitch, you'll control the midfield, the battleground of any great match. Interception intelligence helps shut down options and close dangerous passing channels. And on the counter, passing with purpose lets you play sharp passes to slice through defenders. It's now a more considered build-up through the midfield, with more options than ever before. And in the final third, you want more moments of magic, more skills, better dribbling, all so you can create menacing attacks. And sometimes the best touch is the one that you don't take. So we've captured the movement of today's best player to bring you no-touch dribbling. Free yourself from the ball to buy time. Create separation and blow by your defender, just as Messi does when he's at his best. It's near limitless creativity and changes the game profoundly. And when you're in on goal, clinical finishing helps you create those wow moments only FIFA can deliver. From box to box, from sideline to sideline, we're innovating across literally every inch of the pitch, so you can play your way. And for every fan, we're giving you the ability to compete at a higher level. Whether you're new to FIFA or play every season, FIFA Trainer will help dial up your game no matter your level. The controller language you see here on screen will change as you move around the pitch and bring you options sure to help you play better defense, make better passes, and hopefully score more goals. And this year, finally, we're giving you an amazing new way to play. For the first time ever in the FIFA franchise, women's teams are in the game. We've been working on this for years, and it's at the level of authenticity that FIFA's known for, thanks to our motion capture technology and our body and facial scanning. And our gameplay engine and physics engine give us the right platform to build out player-specific models and animations specific to the best female athletes in the world. It's huge news for the franchise and something myself and the FIFA team are immensely proud of. So, a balanced experience across the whole game, innovation across the entire pitch, complete at a higher level and new ways to play. And that's just the start. We have news on the rest of the game throughout the summer as we continue to make FIFA 16 a beautiful experience. And finally, I know it's unforgettable, I just want to remind you that Pele was on stage with me about 3 minutes ago. How crazy was that? But now, to commemorate this huge moment, along with Pele and our friend Leo Messi, we're dropping a special item into the account of all our loyal FIFA 15 Ultimate Team players. So go check it out at the end of the press conference, and let's take a look at the beautiful game in FIFA 16.
Beautiful football. The game played by the entire planet. The game that brings us together. The game made up of many faces. But the beauty is in the moments. Powerful. Suspenseful. Stunning. Spine-tingling. But for as much beauty as I have created, for as much beauty as I have experienced, I know I have seen nothing yet. But what is beauty if we cannot experience it? FIFA 16. Play beautiful.
What would life be like if we willingly gave away our privacy? What would our world look like
All right, Mirror's
if there were
Edge.
no governments, only corporations?
Oh, man.
Who would save
Okay.
us from our oppressors, from ourselves?
Finally, some good stuff.
Could a young girl without any superpowers be a catalyst for change? These are questions you may ask yourselves, and these are the questions that inspired us as we set out to bring Mirror's Edge to a new generation of gamers. Welcome to Mirror's Edge Catalyst. This is a revolutionary action-adventure game where you will experience the origin story of our heroine Faith.
Yo,
From
what's
a
up,
careless
Teeny
young
Weenie?
woman to a fierce heroine who opens the eyes of
I
an
think that's you.
entire
Are you
city.
still here? Oh, no.
She's not your usual video game hero. And because this is a truly
Man, your
immersive
text is so
first-person experience, you're not just watching the events unfold in front of you. You are Faith. She is graceful, elegant, and as efficient as she is powerful. She doesn't need any guns. Faith combines her momentum, martial arts combat, and her mastery of the environment. This environment is the City of Glass, built on the latest version of our Frostbite engine. It's beautiful and stylized.
City of
But
what?
behind the beautiful facade lies a dark truth. The city is ruled by the corporations, led by this man, Gabriel Kruger. There is no individual freedom. There is no privacy. You will uncover these secrets as you explore the city on your terms. There's plenty for you to do, and we're giving you the freedom of choice. There are story missions, activities like time trials and races, and environmental puzzles. Most importantly, there are no levels. There are no loading screens. You are truly free roaming. Fluid movement and combat in first person. running free in a beautiful, massive city, experiencing the rise of faith. This is her origin story. And for those of you here at E3, you can come by and play it for yourself at the EA booth. Here's the world premiere of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, captured fully in engine, coming February 23rd, 2016.
Every new day holds a promise. You can waste it, or spend it advancing yourself. A productive employee is a happy employee. Anyone can rise to high caste level. Your possibilities are infinite. Personal freedom comes at a price. Be wary of policy breakers in our midst.
Faith, are you there?
Had a run-in with Kruger, but I got something for it.
I'm taking her out.
Dang, yo, this looks so good.
What's coming, Faith. This city is changing, and not for the better. Unless, of course, we stop it.
Come on, girl. Save us all.
Oh, I wanted to hear the Mirror's Edge theme.
With the 42nd pick in the 2010 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots
February
select
23rd. I was really hoping for a fall release.
tight end, Arizona.
Oh well. Gotta wait it out, I guess.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Grady, senior producer for Madden NFL.
Sean, that was a great example of how the New England Patriots drafted the right players in the right round and the right
16.
playmakers to build their current Super Bowl championship team. Hi, everyone. I'm Robert Flores. I'm host of ESPN2's Fantasy Football Now. And spending time on the set all these years, I've learned two things. One, my hair looks great on the big screen.
Oh, my God.
And that 40 million
Shut
fantasy
up.
sports fans out there would say that their favorite part of playing fantasy football is the ability to draft their own team.
Okay, well, we've got something really exciting for those fantasy fans. It's called Draft Champions, and it's a brand new way to get the fantasy draft experience every day. Now, Draft Champions puts you in your own personal war room, starting your playmaker journey off the field. We built this mode for both our Madden players and the fantasy fanatics who love the excitement that come with drafting a fantasy team. And Madden mobile players, don't sleep on this. It's a great reason to check out the console experience. Now, it's similar to Madden Mobile and Ultimate Team. You'll build a current team, a team of current and legendary players. But what really sets Draft Champions apart is the fun, fast, multi-round draft. You're going to get 3 players to choose from in each round, so every draft is exciting and different. It's all about interesting decisions and how you choose to build your team. Now, Robert, we recorded you earlier. We've got your final 3 rounds of your draft here. Let's see how you, a fantasy football expert, handled it. All right. So I see right away you're still short a quarterback. You haven't upgraded yet.
Well, sometimes, like I do in real fantasy football, I'll wait on getting a quarterback. I wanted a defensive back, DRC, a new member of the New York Giants. I went with him.
Okay, that's a great pick. A little risky leaving a quarterback. This next round is probably your most difficult. A lot of great players on the board. What'd you decide here?
Absolutely. Look, any fan would love to get Jamal Charles with all his home run speed on their team. And then you got J.J. Watt, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, on their defensive line. But I don't know how you turn down the best receiver in the league for my money, Calvin Johnson, so I'm pumped to have Megatron on my roster.
Okay, I'm a little surprised to see you leave J.J. Watt on the board from your Houston Texans.
They are my team.
But not a bad pick. All right, in this final round, legends all over the board here. We all love legends. What'd you decide?
Well, look, you got the obvious quarterback choice there, but you got a couple of Hall of Famers. You got Derek Brooks and John Randall, exceptional defenders. But in the end, I needed that quarterback, so I go Randall Cunningham. He's got the big arm and the perfect fit to throw that ball downfield to Megatron. So I went with Randall Cunningham.
Looks like a really solid draft there. A good team, if not a little lucky with that quarterback coming in the final round. Worked out well. All right, once you've nailed the draft, this is where Madden takes fantasy to another level. Instead of passively watching the guys you drafted play, you get to be the playmaker on the field. You play with your team solo or go online, challenge other players to see how your draft and your game stack up. And once you've completed your mini season, you'll be back at the drafting board to start a whole new run, one quick experience, something you could frankly do in a night.
That is awesome. Very cool. I know where a lot of fantasy fans and fantasy football players this season will be spending their time.
All right, well, we couldn't agree more. Robert, we appreciate you being out here as the fantasy expert voice today. Let's give a big round of applause for Robert Flores.
This was outstanding. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. Okay, today's NFL is a passing league. So we've overhauled the entire passing game. Whether you're Odell Beckham Jr. making a gravity-defying catch or Patrick Peterson intercepting the ball for a game-winning touchdown, playmakers dominate the passing game on both sides of the ball. So we focused on 3 key positions: quarterbacks, receivers, and defenders in coverage. Let's start with quarterback. New body relative throws give you the chance to lead your tall receivers high above a defender's reach. Or throw low on a curl route to wall off the defender, protecting both the ball and your receiver. As an example, if Russell Wilson would have used a body relative low throw to end the Super Bowl, we'd probably be referring to the Seahawks as the 2-time defending champs. Now, catches in the NFL never cease to amaze me. They're one of the most exciting and dynamic plays in any sport. As a receiver, you can now choose from one of 3 new catch types to beat the competition and keep your drive alive. First, a possession catch will increase your chance of a completion to get that critical first down, but might sacrifice yards. Next, a rack or run after catch. Adjust your route so you can attempt to gain extra yards after the catch. And finally, use an aggressive catch to attack the ball at its highest point. And I know what you're thinking. Now the game is all about offense. But don't worry, we didn't forget about defense. As a defender in coverage, going for the interception or swat can be risky. For the first time, now you'll have the ability to play the receiver instead.
What just happened? Oh my god. Really? What the Christ? Okay, so seems like the stream just randomly cut out. Don't know why. Wonder if it crashed for anybody else. Twitch is just not loading in general. And I guess they went offline. Twitch is just like broken. That's hilarious. Well, that's weird. So, either they completely crashed or I was just eons behind